Gunfights in Warzone can be very hard, especially if you don't have the right equipment. This video is going to be broken up into two parts. One, how do I know what do I know, and the data that is provided to back up my loadouts. And two, how to implement them and where to use them. So let's do it. Okay, first the data. So how do I know what I know is because of GGs.ai. And you haven't gone over to this website, you need to check it out because it gives you every loadout you could ever want. Plus, there's a few hidden tricks at this website that I really like, and they have been good enough to go ahead and give me a 20% off code for anybody in my community. It'll be in the description. But a couple things I want to talk about here. So GGs.ai says it right there, AI powered meta finder, right? So we're gonna go weapons, and then we're gonna go weapons here. And then you automatically can go, what is the meta? And you got meta right here, and you can go all your loadouts. You want to go ahead and click, you got the GPR 91, that is meta currently right now. But there's a couple other things you can do here that I really think we need to take a look at. I go to builds, and then you can kind of go through the stats on everything. So like, let's just say XM4 Gunfighter. So you have your XM4 Gunfighter. Then we're gonna go ahead and add to chart, and then we're gonna go to chart. And then what that does is gonna tell us all the ratings here. We got TTK, we got different ranges of TTK, hit scan range, you got everything you could ever want to know. And guess what? You can change it. So small map, you got your play style, but the left-hand column over here, guys, this is the one that's awesome. So time to kill, it gives you the chart there, which is great. And then you have accuracy, you have firepower, mobility. You can mess with all of these. Let's look at the time to kill. So time to kill has expected TTK, so that accounts for bullet velocity, ammo weight, and accuracies, which can be found in the accuracies tab. So they give you a lot of information here to build your loadout. This makes it a ton easier to navigate, which I appreciate. You can also, take a look at, like you said, accuracy. So 57 meters on the XM4 is looking pretty good on that accuracy rating. So this is where I get all my information from. Let's go into the gunsmith, build these guns, and let's see how they do in the game. Let's take a look at these loadouts. So we have a couple different ways that I set them up, and I want to explain that first before we go ahead and start going through the builds. One, as you can see, I've set up overkill builds. And the reason why I said overkill, those are 5 attachment builds. But I've also thrown in a 8 attachment build, and the reason why I do that is because I can buy that at the buy station for 6K. And then I have experiment builds when I'm trying out new guns and stuff like that. But that's what I want you guys to notice here. We have overkill builds with 5 attachments and then 1 8 attachment gun. I might even do a second attachment gun to have options in the buy station if I want to go ahead and grab my overkill build and then go buy like an XM4 with gunfighter. But let's jump right in. We got the Ames 85. Great gun, good recoil, easy to use. The build on it is pretty solid. I've switched up to the Prismatech 4X optic. I like that zoom in. The compensator for recoil control, reinforced barrel because that gives me more bullet velocity and more range. And the more bullet velocity means when you shoot it, it's faster to get to the target. Extended mag 2 for the more ammo there, and then recoil springs for more recoil. Real easy and simple to use. I pair it up with the Tonto 22, and I put the compensator on there for recoil control, gain twist barrel per bullet velocity, extended mag because we need 50 bullets. Come on, let's just get that going. The ergonomic grip, I love this grip because look at it, slide to fire speed, dive to fire speed, and aim down sight speed. You need all 3. Ergonomic grip is the way to go. And then I don't like the fire rate on this naturally, it's slow, so I put on the rapid fire mod. This thing hits really well. It's a great gun. Chest and head, you're gonna knock them out pretty quick. It's got a good TTK here, 52 damage to the head, 49 to the neck, 39 to the body. You're real dialed in here. So that is that loadout. Now we're gonna go ahead to the AK-74. Now I'm gonna preference this by saying the AK-74 does have a lot of recoil, but the way I've built it really helps. So Prismatech 4X optic, like I said, I've been in love with that optic. Compensator for recoil, vertical foregrip for recoil, extended mag 2 for 60 rounds, and then the recoil springs. If you can master this gun, it's got great damage, 38, 36, 36, 31, all across. Good damage range, good effective range. and it's got a semi-good bullet velocity 830. I would like it to see above 1,000, but you can mess with that. There's no barrel on this. I went heavy on the recoil control. And I pair it up with the SOG, or the MAC-10, that's what I call it, the MAC-10 wannabe. So I got the extended mag 2 for 55 rounds, the close quarter grip. Now you could go ergonomic here. It really just depends. I like the dive to fire, slide to fire, and sprint to fire here. You could switch it up to ergonomic, so then you get more aim down sight speed. And then balanced stock, steady aim laser, and recoil springs. All in all, really good gun, really fun to use. It makes me think of the MAC-10, and I miss the MAC-10. It was actually one of my favorite guns. So, all right, Frostline Overkill. Now I gotta have a sniper. I love sniping. So here's my Frostline build. Suppressor for the muzzle, obviously staying off the mini-map. Reinforced barrel, quick draw riser, heavy stock, and the NATO overpressure rounds for that bullet velocity, getting us up to a little bit over 1100 bullet velocity. Great one-shot range here. You'll enjoy that gun. And then the Jackal PDW, the king of all kings. That one, I pair this one up. Now, this is a sniper support build, so it's going to be a little bit different if you're pairing it up with an assault rifle build, okay? So I'm going to go Kepler Microflex, reinforced barrel for more range and bullet velocity, because I need more range because I'm taking those short to medium gunfights with this, because I'm using it as a sniper support. Extended mag 1 for a little bit more mobility. You could go 2 to get a 50 round mag in there for 10 more bullets. Ergonomic grip, as I talked about before, and then recoil springs for the recoil. Now, if you wanted a little bit more bullet velocity, you could go in and change this up and get 20% more. So about 80% there. I like the recoil springs for the bullet velocity here. All right, moving along. Model L. Now this one's a lot of fun. Prismatech, as we talked about, compensator for the recoil control, reinforced barrel for damage and bullet velocity, vertical foregrip for horizontal recoil, extended mag 2 for 50 round, and then you're dialed. This thing is a laser, especially with the visualization removing. It's a great gun to use. I pair it up with the PP919, baby. We got suppressor, reinforced barrel. Now this is interesting because you could do the fast mag here at a 50 round, because normally it comes with 65 and you can go up to 85. Fast mag 1 is great. Commando grip or the ergonomic, either one. Balanced stock, I really like that one. So those are your 5 attachments there. And then we're gonna go into, I know what you're thinking, MCW. Yes, MCW still plays really well in this game, and I think you guys will like it. I have a few clips that you can take a look at, but same tried and true. 60 round mag, Merc foregrip, Cyclone barrel, Quartermaster suppressor, and Jack Glasslick optic. Then I'm gonna mech it up with the Compact 92. And that thing reminds me of the MP5 with the iron sights, like the original MP5. We have the compensator muzzle for recoil control, the reinforced barrel for damage, range, and bullet velocity, extended mag 2 for 50 rounds, with the quick draw grip for ADS. And then I go with the Strelok laser here. And the reason why I do that is I like a hip fire gun, and that is hip fire to ADS accuracy increases with that. What that means is if you're shooting hip fire and you quickly go to aim down sight, the accuracy doesn't falter. So that is the Compact 92. And then I'm gonna go all the way down to my Car 98 build, because the Car 98, I mean, if you're OG like me, it just feels good. So I run the Range Caller 3.4 optic, Sonic Suppressor L, 7.62 long barrel, Recon Sling, and the high velocity rounds to make sure I get the bullet velocity I can get, which is 943. Paired up with the Jackal PDW. This is gonna be the similar build to what I talked about a second ago. Recoil springs, ergonomic grip, extended mag 2, reinforced barrel, and Kepler Microflex. And then we got the GPR91. This one is definitely in the meta. I went with the Willis 3X on this. You can pick whatever you like. Compensator muzzle for the recoil control, reinforced barrel for damage and bullet velocity, vertical foregrip for that horizontal recoil control, and extended mag 2 for that 60 round mag. And then I paired up with the C9. This got a slight buff. So compensator muzzle for the recoil control, reinforced barrel for more damage, range, and bullet velocity, extended mag 2 for 50 round, commando grip or the ergonomic, and then balanced stock. And then you are dialed in on that C9. All right, XM4, but this is the gunfighter build, okay? So this is 8 attachments. I want you to take a note. 8 attachments here. Jason Armory 2X or whatever optic, suppressor to stay off the minimap, gain twist barrel for that extra bullet velocity. I'm up to 1344. Keep in mind, bullet velocity, right? Bullet velocity means I hit the trigger, it hits the target. The higher bullet velocity, the better. Vertical foregrip for horizontal recoil control, extended mag 2, quick draw on the ADS, or you can do ergonomic, but keep in mind it's an AR, so just ADS is good. Buffer weight stock should be on everything it can be, and then the NATO overpressure for bullet velocity. This thing is a laser, especially without the visual recoil that was taken away. If you're not using this, you should be using this. And my number one is the XM4. If I'm going into ranked, I'm going into something I don't even want to think about. The XM4 right now is tried and true. So let's go through that. Prismatech 4X optic, suppressor to stay off the minimap, reinforced barrel for more range and more bullet velocity, extended mag 2 for that 60 round, and the buffer weight stock because it needs to go on anything that you have. It does a lot for recoil. I'm pairing it up. This is a different Jackal build. Keep in mind, I was telling you before that which other Jackal build was for a sniper support. So we're doing a little bit different here. Kepler Microflex, reinforced barrel, and the extended mag 2 with the ergonomic grip recoil springs. So, and then that is our loadouts. Now I do want to spend a minute for looking at my perks. I know we don't talk a whole lot of that. I'm still running stims. I go between stims and smokes. I have the throwing knife because I'm playing a lot of Resurgence, but if I wanted to switch it up, I would probably switch it up for an impact grenade. And then my perks, I go with Veteran. It seems to be the best one for me. You can switch it up to Scavenger. I like Veteran because I'm immunity grenader. I'm immunity to snapshots. I have resistance to flash, gas, movement, and shock negative effects. So people throw that at me. And while aiming down sight, I can reduce flinching and extending hold breath durations. So that seems to do best for me. You pick what's best for you, but between Scavenger and Veteran, those are the two I switch through. Quick Fix is now fixed, so you should be using it. I love it. It works great. I run Quick Fix because then you don't have to run Tempered, because if you do the measurement, it actually is faster with Quick Fix. And then Alertness because I want to know who's looking at me and when. But hey guys, if you like videos like this, go ahead and click and touch the screen now and check out this video where I show you the 6 things you need to stop doing on your controller. All right, thanks guys.